Welcome back to Teach Me Money Methods. In this video, we're going to be talking about how to choose a niche for affiliate marketing. There's a lot of different ways that you can go about doing market research to select a niche, but there's going to be a couple things that come down to the two main ways that I would choose a niche is there money to be made? Okay, so in your topic, if you take camping or something, for example, as you can see, I put some up here. Lose weight. We're going to go over these and just kind of test them. Lose weight, cryptocurrency, refinance house, camping, swimming. We could add some more things in there, but the camping and swimming is coming up for summertime, so it'd be cool to look at those. And then also, do you, whoops, can't type today. Do you have passion for this topic? Okay, so those are going to be the two things that you're going to want to look for, number one and number two. These I consider the most important. We want to prove that there's money to be made in the niche, whether it's different products that you can promote or the cost per click for how many views you're going to get either on a website or YouTube. And then finally, is there passion behind this? If you absolutely despise camping and going out in the woods and spending a lot of time out there, then spending an entire year building a niche website in camping or building a YouTube channel around it is probably not going to work out for you because you're going to get burnt out really fast. So these are the two most important things. Okay, so let's go in and start doing some research. So we're going to actually go with lose weight. I'm inside of Ahrefs. This isn't a free tool, but you can also use Uber Suggest is a good one that you can actually use for a little bit of free keyword research. And there's other different tools that you can use to do keyword research, but just pull out your keyword research tool. And at the end of the day, you can actually use Google Keyword Planner. And that will be a tool that you can also use to assess the niche as far as how much money advertisers are willing to pay inside of that niche. But right here, we're going to use Ahrefs. We're going to go into the Keywords Explorer, and under Google, we're just going to go in and throw that in, lose weight, and we're just going to look at it in a broad sense. Obviously, you're not going to rank for lose weight on YouTube or Google, but we're interested in these 410,000 keywords right here. We can also go to matching terms by clicking over here, and it's going to bring in those 410,000 keywords right here. Okay, so then another thing that we can do, there's different ways that we can go about doing this, but if we just take the first, this first part of the list right here, what I would do is we could actually 410,000 keywords, and let's just say we are going to push the export button. And let's just first 1,000. So let's just download the first 1,000 terms right here, just for the broad keyword, and just push export. Okay. And it's exporting. I'm going to show you what we're going to do. We're going to take an average of this right here. A very important number. CPC is the cost per click, shows the average price that advertisers pay for each ad click in paid search results for a keyword. All right. It's cost per click. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this. We're going to open this up real quick. All right. So here we are, and we have our keywords over here. We have our cost per click. Okay. So if I go shift end down, oops, actually there's some that don't have any at all. So what I would do is we'll go highlight all this, go data. We're going to sort it by cost per click. So CPC right here. We're going to go largest to smallest. Okay. And then if I come right here and do a shift end down, it'll take us all the way down to all these zeros right here that don't mean anything. So we're going to go ahead and grab that right there and just scroll all the way down real fast. And we can just get rid of these because they don't mean anything to us because they have no cost per click. They're not of any value. So what I'll do is I'll delete that sample. And then if you just highlight over one, it's going to tell you that we have 723 key lines or rows that we can actually do an average on. Okay. So I'll come over here and I'll just highlight this real quick so I don't lose my placing. So this cost per click, now we want the average. So I'm going to come down here and we're just going to go equals average. And this coding, don't worry about the coding because I'll show you an easier way to do this, but I want to get the actual placeholder. So right here, then you can actually come up here and put $1 to that. So we're at $3.95 right here. Another way that you can do that is just highlight if you left click up here on the rows right here, and this isn't really going to be a crash course on how to use Excel, but I did live inside of Excel for years at one of my jobs. But if you just highlight over here, you're going to get an average right over here. It's going to say right here, there's an average, 2,842. So in this case right here, let me just copy this just to show you so you guys can do this on your own. Let's say we didn't do the formula and this is the cost per click and we left click over here. You're going to see the average is 3.949 and it rounds up to 3.95. Okay. So that's how you get the average quickly. So 395, pretty good. I can tell right now that that's pretty good. So we're going to come over here under that and I'm just going to take a note of that. Okay. And then now we're going to go cryptocurrency. We'll come back into our Ahrefs tool and just paste that in and we'll go through this process, right? So we're going to go through this process real fast and there's only 16,000 words. And you can also get a sense of how big the niche is. So this will also help you with niche research. When you just type in the broad keyword, cryptocurrency, there's only 16,000, but how many were there with lose weight? There was over 400,000 keyword terms. So that gives you a sense of how big and how broad the niche actually is. If you go with the broad niche, the most broad keyword, and then you only find like 1,000 or 2,000 keywords right here or less, then that's telling you that you may not want to go into that niche because there's not really a lot of keywords that people are searching for. So you do want this to be thousands of keywords. This is still good enough, 16,000. So we're just going to say export. Let's go with the 1,000, export. And I'm going to go through this process. We're going to do these and then we're going to look at it and see which ones have the biggest cost per clicks and not, right? So we're going to open it up and we're at this cost per click right here. And so all you really have to do, I'm going to do a test. If we highlight this, it says 4.75 right here. And if I put my filter on, there's different ways you can do this real quick. I don't want any blanks in here and I don't want any zeros in here. I just want to go, well, I guess the zero's fine if it actually says 0. So right here, 4.75. So that's why there is the 4.75. But here's something that we want to note. So these keywords are worth some money, right? Like these ones right here, new cryptocurrency exchange, $8 right here, trading cryptocurrency. Okay. But if we unfilter everything, you'll see all these zeros. They're not assessed right here. Okay. So you'd have to go in and do further research by going and typing this in Google and seeing if there's actually advertising if there's ads pulling up, okay? But there's not enough data right here. There's not enough data that's saying that there's a cost per click, that people are bidding on these actual keywords, all right? So we're gonna have to just go with what we know. This is a very new niche. I know crypto's been around for 10 years, but in relative to lose weight or camping or something like that, it's fairly new. So that's why we're not finding a lot of the cost per clicks. But like I said, you can take one of these, how to create a cryptocurrency. If we copied that and we went in and went over to Google and just typed that in and push enter, I want to see if there's any ads coming up. Not for this one. So there's no ads going up. Okay. So that would be something that you would do though, is to see if there's any advertising going on for that keyword or not. But for now, we're going to go with $4.75. Okay, so let's go refinance house, or you could even go just refinance. All right, so we're at 4,000 words. It gets a lot more laser focused when you type in something like that. We could go broader and go with just finance if we wanted to. There's a lot of things that you could do. You can go cost per click, minimum needs to be, okay. Needs to have something, and then we'll go with export right here, export, because that's a way we can actually filter out any that have 0 anyways, because it's not going to help us. The data is not going to help us, even though there's a lot of keywords that have the we're just focused on the cost per clicks that actually have a number, right? So in this case, we are looking at the average is $18.63. Wow, I'm not surprised on that one. Okay, so camping real quick. Let's do that one. So I hope you guys are kind of understanding how we're doing our research right here. This helps us assess the money that's in the niche. There's other ways too. We could take every one of these keywords and we could go to Amazon and see what kind of products are selling and how many products there are for each keyword. That would help as well. See what the product point you know, if you're going to be a affiliate website, what are the product prices? If they're $100 or more on Amazon, then it might be worth being an affiliate for Amazon. If they're less than $10 and you're getting paid, you know, 30 cents per sale, it might not be quite worth it. This one is a big niche. Just typing in camping, 1.5 million keywords. I'm going to go over here to the cost per click filter, like I said, and 0.01. We just wanted it to have something. And then it's still sorted by volume, which is good. Okay. And then we're going to say export, and we're going to say the first 1,000. So this is how I would go and assess the market, because then we're going to be able to see which one makes the most money. Open that up real quick, and we're at cost per click, and none of them are empty. And you can see this one's pretty low, I think. So this one has an average of that's the CPC, 1.12. So just $1 per cost per click. No one's willing to pay for this stuff, surprisingly. Yep, camping grill. Even something essential as a camping grill, it's even less than $1. So it still gives us a great idea that this is $1.12. And we've got one more to go, guys. Swimming, 1 million keywords. So you can see how fast that actually is. Cost per click, we're at $1.95. Okay, so we've got our numbers right up here. Okay, so you'd be able to go and look at this. Okay, make that bigger for you guys. So lose weight, we're at about $4 for a cost per click, which is pretty good. Cryptocurrency, remember you have to keep in mind, maybe even take note, that there was not very many keywords that actually had cost per click volume, which means you do have to kind of know that I would actually choose lose weight over cryptocurrency in this respect, based on our research, because there was only like 5 to 10 keywords out of 1,000 that actually had a cost per click, that was actually a money and the intention of people using that keyword to make money. There was not very many of them, but lose weight had plenty, and it was at a healthy $4. So this is always a good niche to get into. A lot of products, a lot of training programs and courses, and just a lot of different, and you can dive really into different niche topics inside of lose weight. So obviously refinance is going to be anything insurance wise or finance or anything like that. Money is going to be really high. So this one, you would make a lot of money, but it's going to be one of the most competitive niches that you can get into, period. So you're gonna have to be careful. You have to have a way to get into the niche that is unique in order to make that happen. And then also camping was at $1.12, and swimming. And so if you're into both these, this information might tell you that swimming might just have a little bit more money, these are both going to be seasonal as well. So you want to look at seasonality, all that kind of good stuff. But this is a good way that you can kind of assess the money that's in the niche, the cost per click, especially if you're building websites, or even the money that's going to come in on this is going to be very coordinated closely with your YouTube ad revenue as well. So that's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe to Teach Me Money Methods, where I come out with tutorials. In this one, I wanted to show you guys how you can assess different niches so you can pick a niche to get into with affiliate marketing. All right, I'll see you in the next one.